Okay, guys.
Basic buddy Minecraft.
So here is my accounting of events. Right. So Cameron, the defendant, willfully submitted to containment inside the cam cage. He said okay when we asked him if he wanted to be put in it. He fully consented to. So we put him inside the cam cage. He then left, and we didn't do anything more severe than simply ask him to return. When he did return, he brought with him a weapon from the outside in the form of trolling TNT. He then set up this trolling TNT to lure me and Benjamin, the officers in charge of his care, inside of his cell. Once inside of his cell and trolling TNT was activated, we were killed. This is double homicide of 2 police officers by the defendant Cameron.
He never died in.
Shut up.
He did.
Ooh.
Shut up.
I died.
Okay, that's that's objection is not sustained. Denied for right now.
Okay.
Check the logs. Check the death logs.
I was
No,
actually,
Aiden did die.
I wasn't killed. I wasn't killed during the explosion.
Comms was hacked.
I was killed after the fact when Cameron stole Ben's weapon and shot me with it outside.
That's interesting. You're gonna see that is a very different accounting of events. You're gonna need to be very specific here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was severely wounded in the detonation and the proceedings of the whole explosion. Ben was killed during it. Then Cam took Ben's weapon and shot me outside.
You can have me come up as a.
Can I ask a question about Aiden's
Not quite
statement?
yet. Not yet.
Wait,
No
alright.
questions. No
Alright.
questions yet. No
after
witnesses
this,
yet.
after this, we simply requested that Cam come stand trial for his actions, which I think was a very reasonable request. Instead, he goes to the Men of the Cave's base and steals their IMI system and all their hard drives, as well as their missile silo. As well as their missile silo and equipment or whatever, and then flees, indicating that he was going to blow us up. Carter, his wrangler, had to go pick him up and bring him here to stand trial. He did not come here willingly.
Okay, get
That
in your
is all
chair.
for now.
Okay. The defense has an opportunity now for their opening statement.
Okay.
Dumb.
On my account, the defendant admits to escaping. Though he may have entered the chamber willingly, there was no statement saying that he could not attempt to escape.
Objection.
Say that again.
Objection.
Miles, what were you saying?
There was no agreement by my defendant that he was not allowed to escape, merely that he would enter the containment chamber.
Ooh,
Objection!
why are you
Objection!
why are you objecting right now?
I'm
Objection!
Cam was informed that this was a permanent cam cube. Where
Objection,
he was supposed to stay and do
objection.
work for us.
Let me ask you:
Objection.
Did he agree to the statement that he was not allowed to escape?
Yes.
Words
No.
never
Yes.
uttered.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes, he agreed. To
I
that.
informed you you would not be
No.
leaving.
All right. Objection.
Did he
not
agree to that
sustained.
statement?
Whatever the fuck. We're gonna wait. You can continue with your statement. When after this, we'll have time to call up witnesses, at which point we clarify this point. So continue, Miles.
After the defendant escaped, he came back and placed down some trolling TNT. Then, the 2 prosecutors, Jeff.jpg,
I am not a
not
prosecutor.
Carter,
I'm
and
not
Ben.
prosecution.
Shut up. Then, after he placed in the TNT, they went into the cage, and the person, not even decent, broke said trolling TNT, causing his own demise. Without him breaking that TNT, he would never died. Then, after the explosion was set off, in an utter chaos of the death, my client was launched into the air and landed near Ben's stuff. In an attempt to escape, he bolted off, picking up Ben's stuff. Then the prosecutor began shooting at my client. Now I ask you guys this: if you were being chased at by a man in power armor and you had the means to defend yourself, would you? He then, to make sure he was allowed to live and not die, he ran to the oil baron's base, where he activated the portal and entered the other base to make sure that he was not to be killed by the prosecution.
Okay. Very interesting. Lots of interesting points. I think for right now we'll do witnesses. So prosecution has the ability to call any witness they need right now, who we will put under oath, and if they lie and we can prove that they lie, that's a crime, which is I'll execute them.
Wait,
with
Aiden,
my
was
sword.
I supposed to be a witness, or am I just...
Aiden's a
You're the
prosecutor.
co-prosecutor.
Why is he a witness?
No, I'm calling Benjamin to the stand.
All right.
No full names,
Go
please.
in.
Oh, God, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Oh, God. Oh, God. The power. Oh, I don't know on the slab. The power armor is the only thing sustaining me. Yeah.
So I would like your accounting of events of what happened inside that cell on that fateful day.
Well, I was on duty, just keeping watch of Cam, making sure he can't escape the confinement cell. And suddenly he escapes, and we have no idea where he's at. He labels it as a field trip, and so when he gets back, he immediately starts placing down trolling TNT. And now I've had some experiences with trolling TNT when earlier on the server he destroyed our base with the use of trolling TNT. So I attempted to destroy the trolling TNT by mining it, and it only exponentially grew and suffocated me. And I died.
Alright, wonderful question for you, right?
Yep.
Did Cam agree to be confined inside of this cell?
As far as I'm concerned, Cam agreed. He never had any quarrels. We said, Cam, do you like? Yes, he did.
Did we grant him humane requests like a pet giraffe?
Yeah, even though I objected to the giraffe in the first place, we did. It let him have his giraffe.
And a bear.
And a donkey.
And a donkey. Yeah.
And he had a sheep as well, but he killed the sheep.
Okay.
Blood.
Wonderful, Mr. Erickson. That is all.
Thank you.
Can I
You're not
Well,
gonna
we have
get
to
it?
cross-examination.
Yep, cross-examination.
Sorry.
Or the defense now has the opportunity.
Okay. I pose you this question.
Let's go away.
If you would have never destroyed the trolling TNT, what would have happened?
Sir, I was only doing my job. I was mining the trolling TNT so we didn't get everything blown up, but I didn't realize that when you mine the trolling TNT, it exponentially grows.
But you said you had experience with trolling TNT previously, with your base being blown up.
Yeah, I didn't understand the full extent of what trolling TNT does. I knew it multiplied, but I thought it multiplied when it was detonated.
So, Mr. Erickson, I ask you this. If someone commits a murder with a gun, should the company that produced the gun be sued?
No, but somebody did commit a murder using trolling TNT.
Yes.
So that
No,
person should
no.
be locked away.
No. Mr. Erickson, if I put a block of radioactive material right here and just
Yeah.
left it there, and you were to walk on it willingly, whose fault would that be?
It's a little bit different, I think.
Well, I think it's quite the same, because if you would have never destroyed that block of trolling TNT, you would have never died.
I mean, I guess. I was just trying to do my job, sir.
That's what the Nazis said. Mr. Erickson.
Whoa. Bringing Nazis into
Looking
this.
too good, Ben.
To find Ben guilty of being
Aim
a
those
Nazi
dirty
jury
blow.
trial.
Neither of the jury are actually sitting.
Oh, the
Not
jury?
in the
We're
server.
in voice, yeah.
Okay.
We're via Zoom.
Yeah.
How
How do I take this cat filter off?
Mr. Do you agree that the Nazis' answer to that question is I was just doing my
Objection.
job?
Yeah.
This is
standard
Objection!
trial.
What are you objecting?
Well,
You're
objecting to
questioning.
your.
Your line of
This is not a
questioning is
legal
irrelevant.
argument. You cannot say that just because the Nazis said that he is therefore equally culpable of the moral crimes of a Nazi.
I'm not
Come
declaring
on.
anything. I'm just asking.
You're
No, that's
question.
not a reasonable question. It won't help the jury come to an impartial decision.
Your Honor, I request to be able to call my next witness to the stand.
We know Miles is still going.
This is like
So,
almost as
Mr.
bad as like the
Erickson.
fucking Satan debates we did in English.
Do you wholeheartedly agree with the fact that you,
Wholeheartedly.
Ben Erickson, destroyed the block of TNT?
Yes.
Okay. Therefore, you would have caused your own demise by breaking that block. Do you agree with the fact that if you did not break that block of TNT, you would have not died? Neither would there have been an explosion.
No, there would have
Of
been an
that caliber.
explosion.
Would there?
Would you
Yes.
agree with Would you agree with the statement that if you did not break that block of TNT, the explosion would have been much less volume?
Yes, but I did not know that at the time.
But you said you had experience with trolling TNT.
I said I had experience, but I thought it multiplied on detonation, so I was trying to break it before it could detonate. but when I tried to break it, it instead multiplied on trying to break it. Detonation.
I have no further questions.
Okay. You're free to go.
Oh God. Oh.
Sus.
Okay. Aiden, would you like to call any more witnesses up? He's not talking, but he's standing.
Aiden?
Aiden.
Auden.
Yes,
Aiden.
Your Honor?
Would you like to send a witness to the stage?
I would like to call Mr. Ozrukar to the stand.
Ooh.
Can he call me?
Yes, he can. Of course he can. He
My
can call whoever he
witness.
wants.
Okay. I called my witness Ozrukar.
Let's go.
Ozrukar.
Uzrukar.
Sorry, I didn't say it all.
Sir, were you one to witness the fateful events of that day? Were you there?
Correct.
Could you recite for
A
me
witness.
what you saw that day?
I remember Cam was saying he was inside the dome. He said he was crouched behind a house. I did not see him behind the house, so I went in to go investigate, and I noticed he was not behind the house that he said. I then assumed at that point that he had escaped through the floor, and I went to go search for him, but I could not find him. He later, I stopped paying attention after that, because at that point I stopped caring. I know that he returned, and I saw him in there. I came back, I started paying attention again when the trolling TNT was being placed. I know he placed down the trolling TNT. I know that Ben and Aiden, I only saw Ben. I can assume that Aiden was there as well, I'm not sure.
I was.
I saw Ben go in. He started screaming, and I had seen that he had broken the piece of trolling TNT, and it had enveloped into his face, rendering him unable to do anything, because he cannot break the TNT inside of his face. I did not see Cam at that point. There was too many tree foliage and trolling TNT in the way. I do not know what sparked the initial explosion to cause the trolling TNT to blow up. I only know that Ben is suffocated in the TNT and that his grave was broken.
Did you witness any events after the explosion?
After the explosion, I could not see Cam. I watched the explosion. It blew through the obsidian, and then some of it spilled out into the surrounding area. And then, as soon as I learned that Cam had stolen Ben and Anthony's ME system, I began work on tracking him down.
Okay.
Which he succeeded, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Miles, you got something? You gotta... Oh, okay. Cross-examination?
I have no questions for him. Hayden, you can go.
If you don't have any, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna give it over to Hayden.
Aiden, speak.
He's just staring at me.
Aiden, talk, dude. Are you talking?
I keep muting my headset. I'm not sorry.
Here
Okay.
Yes.
So, after the explosion, what did Cam do? Like, where'd you see him go?
Yo, he
Where'd you
trip
find
walking.
him? Is my question.
So I found him, I believe it was near his original base when I found him in the desert. He was in a cave, and so I went up to surface level and I placed a red matter bomb and then lit it and ran away.
Why the fuck is Cam on trial? Flat out murdered
then-
fugitive. What?
As I predicted, he then combat logged the red matter bomb. So then I was able to force a compromise out of him. He would come back to the courtroom, and in return, I would put an antimatter bomb into the red matter bomb, stopping the explosion in black hole.
Okay.
Is that it? You have any more questions?
That is all. That was my only question.
Okay, great. And you can go now, Carter.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, does anybody else have any other witnesses they'd like to call? Cam being a viable...
Cam is a witness, an available
Yep.
witness.
Yeah, we can make him
Then
testify under
let's
oath.
just let's hey Aiden, call him to the stand.
Okay.
I don't.
I would like to call the defendant to the stand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why did you say you were going on a field trip when you were in fact going to fetch a deadly weapon?
Okay. When I was entered into the dome, I was restricted of all freedom. Before I went in, you said you can go out when you ask. But then it changed and you said, no, you're not leaving. You're in there forever. And I knew I wasn't going to make it with the limited shit materials that you gave me. So I went back to my base and I grabbed my stuff that I could in order to survive and thrive. When I got back, I was under the impression that I was going to get killed, and I was. As my stuff fell onto the ground, I picked up a trolling TNT. When I placed that on the ground, Ben broke it, causing it to go up his anal cavity, and what I believe started the initial spark was the lava in the very corner of the dome, which would accurately it would have sparked it. Other than that, I had no control over anything. After that happened, very unexpected, I landed and found Ben's stuff lying on the ground. I just ran because I knew that you guys were going to come after me. And
we wanted to speak to you.
No, you wanted to kill me. And it's always been that way. Once you started following me at full health, by the way, once you started following me at full health, shooting at me with your railgun, I had to kill you out of pure self-defense. After that, I knew that I was open season. So, out of just to prove to Ben that I could do something and that I wasn't going to get killed, I went to the caveman's base and I stole their MEC.
Outside of the caves.
Yep.
We're not cavemen. Sorry.
Okay.
I may be a monkey, but I'm not that far back.
I went to the cave people's base. I stole their launcher and their
Don't even
MEC
mention it, Carter.
so they could not kill me again. And then
This is
once
not
I
like
had
the
all of
timeout.
these, I set all of it up in a little hole in the side of a mountain, and then I heard as a red matter bomb was lit outside of my base, followed by Ozukar saying, Kim, something about a compromise. I took it, and I am here now on the stand.
Do you have any more questions, Aiden?
I do. Cam, on regard to Anthony and Ben's stuff, the Men of the Caves stuff.
Yes.
So
Was
we still
it
don't have it.
Was it destroyed, or do you have it?
I don't know. After the red matter bomb, I followed Carter, and I'm not even sure if that base remains.
Okay. That is all, Mr. Island. I leave you to cross-examination.
Cross-examination? Keep it brief, because this is getting boring.
Okay, Mr. Island.
Yeah.
For real.
You said the TNT after being
Sorry,
expanded by Benjamin Erickson.
Oh, never mind. I'm stupid.
You said it was lit by some lava in your containment chamber.
That is the only thing that I believe could have happened, or someone committed
Can
terrorism.
somebody bring up trolling TNT? I want to see how it works. To be sure.
An examination for the.
I have some on
What
me.
are you trying to prove?
We're trying to prove that it can't. That if somebody hits it, it could be light. Or I don't know. I just want to see the.
Over here.
Everyone
Over
come
here.
to
Over here.
see the
How
TNT.
much trolling TNT do you have?
I have a stack of it. I had 3.
Right here.
All right,
I didn't
we're
manage to
gonna-
clear
we're
my
gonna
inventory
do
fully.
tests for
Not on this
One
land.
on
Not
the
on this
TNT.
land. Anthony.
Over
Anthony,
here?
over here.
We're
going
gonna,
on a-
we're gonna do. There are 2 important tests that, as the judge, I'm ordering you to do. One that we're gonna do is we're just gonna let it explode naturally without it doing the trolling. That's possible, right? Because that's what it was. That's what the lava had set it off to do. And then we're gonna do another one where we watch it expand.
That is in fact trolling TNT. It just
Okay.
looks like TNT.
All right,
Trolling
somebody
TNT.
light it. Somebody light it.
I
Does
don't,
anyone have the
I
materials to light it?
don't have any.
I'm gonna ask the defendant to back
Oh,
up because you're in
actually-
death range.
I do actually have 1.
You do? Okay. Light it, but don't break it to troll. We can do that, right? Or does it automatically do that?
What the hell?
Huh?
Wait, how did it?
So does it only break if somebody?
You broke it, you dumbass.
The trolling TNT will expand when any block update is detected next to it. So when I placed that lever, a block update was detected.
Oh, so we'd have to do something.
See, somebody hit it with lava. See if it lights off.
Yeah.
As you can see, it does not light off with lava.
Was the
Give it-
lava?
Give it time.
No.
Hit it.
Maybe.
Hit it with the lava. It does not light off with lava.
Directly touching drilling.
Somebody please light it off with a flint and steel.
No, wait. The flames are about to reach
Yeah,
it.
wait. Yeah, wait.
I just lit off some.
Yeah, I'm getting off that. I know, I hear you.
Oh shit.
I just lit off some.
Okay.
Well, someone said light it off, so I grabbed flint and steel.
Yep.
Notice how was anyone in the heart of that explosion?
I pretty much was. I was close enough to take a lot of damage, and it did none. I'm still I'm still at
Why is
full with
that?
power armor. I have no clue. I have power armor, probably.
Did Ben
Okay,
have
so
power armor at the time?
can we reasonably assume that
Ben
that
had wyvern
TNT
armor,
would-
but
Oh.
Ben
I don't understand
suffocated.
how that
I did
expansion-
not. I did not light it off because I had an empty inventory and
Cam, the
only
only-
trolling TNT on me.
Cam,
Prove it.
except
Yeah, you can't prove that. That's
I
You also-
can't prove
you
that.
Also,
but
cannot prove that Cam lit it off.
yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly the lava.
the only way for it to have gone off is with
Look at the
someone
server
flint and
else.
logs.
steel.
Look at server logs.
That won't work
I
for
don't have
TNT
anything
lighting.
specific.
Based.
I mean, it's innocent until proven guilty with that type.
That's
of
true, and you cannot prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he let.
As well,
that he,
the explosion wasn't what killed Ben. It was the.
It was
Ben
suffocation.
suffocated.
So that's the question then: is what makes it so it endlessly explodes? Was it him attacking it?
Aiden claimed
Okay,
to have
so that
taken a
means
lot
that-
of damage from the TNT, though.
All right.
I think that's
I
what-
took most of my damage. I took about 8 hearts from suffocating.
Okay, so if
Okay,
it was a
that's what it
suffocation
is,
thing,
yes.
the suffocation was caused by your action.
No, it was
Also,
to defuse
power-
it.
He
You
placed
saw-
down
It
the
was
TNT.
caused by
The
Ben's
TNT
action.
on itself,
You saw
it's not
how-
lethal to you people.
If Ben,
Your gut,
That-
your
Power
Power
armor
armor
does not
completely
protect against
protected.
suffocation, but it will protect against TNT. That's
Oh.
why Anthony was able to survive.
My
Yes.
bad.
Game crash.
Can you guys
Which
hear
we
me?
have evidence for.
Yeah, we can,
However,
Ben.
Cam shot me right afterward.
You're
It-
No,
Wait,
you
but
guys
you
tried
hit
to
him.
kill me.
Cam had not committed any act of murder.
What
The
was the
best, the
intent of
best
this
thing that you
TNT?
have is maybe arguably an assault charge, but then again, he was assaulting someone with the armor.
I
that
was
makes him
assaulted
invincible.
first.
He was effectively batting him
No,
around.
that gun goes through armor.
No,
Well,
I
no,
didn't
I'm talking
use a
about with
gun.
the TNT
I used a
before the
sword.
fires, before you started shooting. You cannot legally charge him for murder when he did not engage in any act that would kill a man.
Cameron lit off the TNT to kill me.
you have no
The
evidence
TNT
that
was
he
not
was
lethal until
The
your
TNT was
intervention,
not. Yeah.
which means that
So
murder is not a thing. However,
it's attempted murder.
I will say that he
He
is on
placed the-
trial absolutely for theft because
placed
he
the-
admitted to going in there and
He placed the
fixed all
bomb
the
down.
stuff.
He placed the bomb down, and me trying to do my job.
You have no
to-
job.
We were
You
assigned
are,
to
you
be
are
his
under
warden.
absolutely no obligation. There's no
We
obligation.
were
There's no
correct.
contracts here. No one here can bring me a contract. No
I
one
was
here
I was
legally
his warden.
obligated
I
or
was
bound
his
for any
warden.
action. No, he had the freedom to leave at any
No,
any
he
moment.
did not. He
Because
agreed
you
to
can-
permanent confinement.
No, I
And
did
once-
not.
Yes, you
told
did.
me.
Yes, you did, Cam.
He did not at any time
I
his
was-
right to leave. And he put down the TNT, which is non-lethal until you intervene. Now we could argue manslaughter, I suppose, but effectively Ben killed himself.
Assisted suicide.
I killed myself once he had placed down a lethal weapon. That I
That
thought
is
was
not
going
a
to
lethal
blow up
weapon
things.
with your armor, which is a very relevant
But it was
consideration
going
here.
to-
It was at
going
most
to
a
blow
punch,
up
a half a
buildings,
heart, maybe.
property.
Okay, so if I were to shoot at a
property
police
damage.
officer with
Property
with a bulletproof vest, that'd still be attempted murder.
It'd still be
How
attempted
is that
murder.
at all related?
Same thing, armor and a weapon. Being
He
attacked
did
with a
not
weapon
use the
with an
weapon
armor.
against anyone. He simply placed it down.
He did simply place it down.
Okay, and
Unless,
I
of
just
course,
simply shot a bullet.
activated it, which is the point of contention, which at this point can't be proven unless somebody can bring to
Okay.
me a lever or a button that was found in his inventory.
Okay.
The lever and button
I
would
would
not
like. All right, so I would like
do it.
Nathan
It'd
then
be
for you
flint and
to
steel.
give your opinions on the crimes of attempted destruction of property because that's exactly what that TNT was for. I think that can be.
There we go. I would say that he is on trial here, and that I would go for.
I would
have our
want.
jury
I would
vote
want.
on-
I would want. I would want a count of involuntary manslaughter for Ben as well.
Yep. I would say involuntary manslaughter. I would say theft, and I would say attempted destruction of property. I would say those are the three things that we hand to our jury. And I, as the judge, am God in the courtroom, so that's it. Those are the charges that are being brought against him. Carter, or not Carter? Cameron has been convicted of 2 charges: theft and manslaughter.
Okay.
Theft is a result of him. He admitted it. He admitted that he went into their base and took their property. Even if you were in a self-defense or blah 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 situation, you were doing it to spite them. Definitely theft. That's, in my opinion, the more serious crime. As a result, he has to return all the possessions that he took. Obviously, he forfeits all of his possessions besides a bed, and Carter is barred from giving him anything, any sophisticated technology, because we know Carter's going to give him like a power thing, at which point we've just wasted our time. So Carter can't give him any technology.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then that's for our theft charge. We are considering he's been convicted of manslaughter. The question is, what is the punishment for manslaughter, which is, I imagine, in a video game, a kind of light charge.
I would say like
banish him to Erebus.
Banish him to Erebus.
I say
Erebus.
So
send him to Erebus.
Is Erebus another dimension?
Yes.
I say,
yes.
Here's what we do. He's banished to
I say we do
Erebus.
not take suggestions from the prosecution.
No, but this is
Well, there is a way to actually
it's a non-permanent
leave.
ban. He's banned to Erebus for the next 3 days for the manslaughter ban.
Real life days?
Yes.
There are ways out of Erebus. You can leave if he can.
Can we equip him, or else he's going to die and then come back to the overworld?
No, you're gonna set his spawn there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So we set his. We'll say 2. Well, until the weekend, until the school week's over, which is like
until Friday.
So that would be midnight.
Well, through Friday.
Through
Friday.
It's got to be through Friday.
Through Friday. Yeah. So at the beginning of Saturday, he's
At
allowed.
12 a.m.
So why was he not
Saturday.
convicted of destruction of property?
Because it was like what, dirt blocks, right?
And an entire dome's worth of obsidian.
And the entire
Wow,
about
obsidian.
2 stacks
God,
of
that's
obsidian.
such a precious resource.
Yeah, I can repair your obsidian. I'll
we
I'll
can-
reimburse you for that. The state will
Totally
reimburse
Corey
you.
for
Destruction
8
of property is negligible at this point. The theft is the biggest thing, so he loses all of his property.
So
And then manslaughter, which is a couple days of banishment. So that's it.
So-
That's what we've decided.
Nathan, I want to know what the manslaughter
Was for Ben.
But that was not on my
Hey, that's what the
hands.
jury decided. The jury decided that you
It wasn't-
placing down the TNT, which resulted in Ben's death, makes you morally and legally culpable for his death to some extent. Manslaughter, not murder, but
Guys,
manslaughter.
listen, I say we give Cam a full set of diamond armor and some tools and some food, and we send him into the Erebus because the Erebus is quite hostile.
Well, there
Carter,
are
do you
there are a
have
lot
that,
of bugs.
Do you have that
We-
set of gear that I gave you like 2 days ago that you were supposed to give to Cam?
It's in the system.
And make sure you guys get my laser gun back. He has my laser gun.
Yeah, he has returned everything. He's forfeit all property now.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my gay and
base?
keystone back then.
All property but a bed for a spawn.
Can you?
Anything in his base is now yours.
They don't know where my base. So Nathan,
You've
so,
lost,
you
you've
do.
lost base privacy.
Nathan, after the 3 days are up, I cannot return to the settlement.
You can now return to the overworld, and your punishment has been after you've given away all of your property, and you have spent your 3 days there. You can come back to the overworld with no property, and
I have
and
no-
your debt to society has been repaid, and you're now a free man.